Hey there Funko fans, today we're going to talk about the GameStop Pro membership and the GameStop Pro Day. So as this video airs, it is September 15th, 2018 and apparently it's GameStop Pro Day. So I got an email about this a couple of days ago and I wasn't sure if I would be going into the store to check it out, but I thought I might as well. So what is the benefit of Pro membership? So we take a look at this card here. You get a bunch of different things here related to pre-owned games and accessories. None of this is really that exciting to me other than the exclusive offers might be interesting. But I was mainly interested in picking up the Funko Pops. So we went in the store, I had a couple of things in mind and I was hoping to get the value out of the membership. So to pick up these two boxes, or these two bags, it was $14.99 for the Pro membership. So I just had the initial free membership and got a tote bag for $4.99, and then that apparently triggers the 40% off. And I had thought that you had to fit everything in the bag, but they said no, everything on the same transaction, you would get 40% off. So there are restrictions, obviously. A lot of video games, gift cards, that sort of thing is not eligible, but collectibles are. So let's take a look here at what I picked up. Went there today with my son and picked up a bunch of stuff. So we'll start off with, we had this tote bag. So this is the Mario one. You had the choice of the PlayStation one or the Mario. Upside down, there he is. So he picked that one. He's a huge Mario Odyssey fan. So pretty cool. So store your stuff in that. And then the thing that I was really interested in, I picked up the Blips and Chits. So this is the Rick and Morty. It's a mystery box, so there's a bunch of weird stuff in here, and you also get two pops. So I wonder if they talk about any of that on the back. No, they do not. So as you can see, these are regularly $29.99, and with the Pro membership, with the 40% off on Pro Day, they were only $17.99 each. So I got two of them naturally. So the deal with these is the pops are well known by now. There's either a Rick or Morty, or a Rick or Roy, or a Morty or Roy. Roy is one of the characters from this episode. So if you're not familiar with Rick and Morty, that was a episode where they went into a game arcade and basically played the life of this guy called Roy. So that's the summary. So I've got a couple of boxes of those. We'll open those in a future episode. And then my son liked this Animal Crossing puzzle. He's always playing that on his 3DS. So that is regularly about $11. I think it was $11.99 or something. That was only $7.19. Okay, so that was the first bag. The next one, we got a whole bunch of pops. So we will start off with these fine fellows, Patrick Starr and Spongebob Squarepants. So my son was so excited to see these. We didn't think these would be out for another month or so. So we had to snap these up right away. So again, the regular price for the pops, I think it's $11.99. These were $7.19 each today. So let's take a look at the back of these. It's just the pair of them. These are the Christmas SpongeBob SquarePants pops. And again, we'll be taking a closer look at these guys in a future episode because I think they need a bit more time to spend looking at all the cool details there. So I'll put these aside, and then this next set, we'll take a closer look. So we have the Incredibles 2 Jack. This is one I've actually been looking forward to for a while now. I have pretty much everyone. I'm missing Frozone, I'm missing Mr. Incredible, and of course there are a whole variety of different Jacks. So I don't have those, so let's crack open Jack Jack, take a closer look. And here's Jack Jack. He is one of the tiniest little pops. He's got this massive head, his body quite small. You can see he's in his little baby outfit there with his superhero mask, the cute orange hair. So nothing too exciting, not the most exciting pop. He does, yep, he's got quite a bit of head movement. And let's see if he sits up on his own. He does, but excuse me, they also provided a stand with this guy. So if you're an out-of-box collector, you might want to put him up on the stand, set him aside like that. Okay, next, here's one I've had on my wish list a while. This is Aquaman from the Justice League. This is one of the earlier rounds of pops. They've got a new set coming out in the next month or so to coincide with the new movie. So this is number 205. You can see we've got Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash and Cyborg. So I have one or more of these we'll be looking at in a future video. So let's get a closer look at Aquaman. Okay, here's Aquaman with his trident, and I must say I'm a little confused why it seems to be all bent out of shape. I don't know if that's expected. If you've seen that before, leave a note in the comments. But a lot of cool detail on the costume here. The sculpt seems to be based off of the actor Jason Momoa, who's playing Aquaman in the new movies. I'm not sure if this came out around the time that was known, probably when they did the first of the movies. So very cool pop, like the textures on the back here, it's pretty cool. And he's got, yeah, some little, I think that's intentional scarring there. Pretty sure that doesn't look like a paint floor. So that is pretty cool, Aquaman. And we also had this Legion of Collectors insert in there. I think that is no more. They'll be doing that through some other means, some other companies. Okay, and finally for our GameStop haul, adding to the very small at this stage Game of Thrones collection. So huge fan of the show, absolutely cannot wait for this to come back next year. That is Davos Seaworth. So he's one of the cool characters still alive, which if you ever watch Game of Thrones, that is saying something. So you can see this line, we have Daenerys Targaryen, Giant White, I've been tempted to get that guy, Jon Snow, I believe I have that one already, I'd have to check, and of course Daenerys Targaryen on the Dragonstone throne. So let's take a closer look at Davos. Okay, so this is Davos Seaworth. He's got his cloak there, sword. Looks like I'm getting a bit of focus issue here. Let's focus on Davos, thank you. Gloves, got all manner of, looks like different knives and daggers there. Of course the greying beard, lines on the face, very stressful being this guy. Pretty much being anyone in that whole universe. Got some little, looks like glue or something, fuzz. And we get some nice head movement on Davos. Let's focus, there we go. So another very cool pop. I actually don't have that many. I think I have Jon Snow and who else was there? Can't remember at this stage, but yeah. Oh, I know. It's one of those giants, the guy with the arrows in him. I think it was 1-1. So he will be in a future video. We'll be doing an unboxing of that. Okay, so in summary, the GameStop Pro Day. We actually spent, it was a bit over $100 in total on all this stuff. And according to the receipt, says we saved $52.80. Now, if you subtract the cost of the Pro membership, which was $14.99, and the tote bag, which you needed to trigger the 40% off, that was $4.99. So basically chopping off 20 bucks there, saved about $32.80, so that is pretty good. The pops usually go for $11.50, I believe, or no, actually it's $11.99 according to this. So getting them for $7.19, not a bad deal at all. I know with the commons you can often pick things up cheaper. I think the best I've managed to get is like $6 or so with a Barnes & Noble day. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal if you're into collecting pops. I will say we have a bunch of GameStop stores nearby, probably 4 or 5 within easy driving distance. And the pop selection there varies. There are some stores that it's sort of a small selection of pops, but the one we went to had about double the number of the other stores, so that was the store I went to. Very happy to pick up all these guys, and those blips and shits should be interesting. Hopefully we get some nice hits there. So leave a note in the comments if you have considered becoming a GameStop Power Up Rewards Pro member. If you're still undecided, I'm not really sure. I guess it would be worth it if you're into collecting video games as well. We don't really buy a lot of secondhand stuff or trade them, and I don't think you actually get that much for them, to be honest. But yeah, let me know if this is something you've considered, and at the time of this video there are several hours left, depending on your time zone, maybe only a couple hours left if you want to check out your local GameStop. But yeah, definitely think it's worthwhile. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more pop unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Stay tuned, we've got a lot of cool unboxings coming up in the next couple of days, including the new ad icons. And as usual, I have not forgotten there will be a skit right after this. Thanks for watching, and see you around.
Where am I now, my friends? I feel like I've entered some sort of bizarre quantum leap-like scenario. I may be dating myself with that reference. Anywho, let's look around. My god, what are these monstrosities? A sea sponge and a starfish in Christmas garb. Let us pray, my friends, that these monstrosities are never unleashed upon the world. Good day, my friends.